People, what's up? It's your girl Carla J back again with another video. I hope you guys are all doing fabulous, spreading positive vibes, staying safe, wearing your mask, washing your hands 50,000 times, and all that good jazz. Anyways, so fun fact, my favorite Filipino dish ever is called Sinigang. It's a sour soup that's jam-packed with Asian veggies such as bok choy, daikon, radish, and my personal favorite, taro. Today, I'm going to be veganizing this recipe for you, but what's really cool about this recipe is that I'm not really altering it, I'm just omitting. I'm omitting the pork, I'm omitting the fish and the shrimp or any kind of meat that could possibly be in this dish. It's super simple, but it's got complex flavors. It's so yummy, it's hearty, it's a Filipino staple, and yeah, I'm really excited to show this recipe to you guys. And with that being said, let's get on with it. So the hardest part about this entire recipe is prepping the veggies, but even then, that's not a difficult task. So let's start with the onion. Chop an onion into small bits. If you prefer them to be bigger, go for it. The best part about this recipe is the ability to play with what you put in it and how you chop your veggies. Next, let's prep the radish. We are going to be peeling it, so there isn't a need to wash them like I am here, but I always prefer to scrub down any veggie I peel. Daikon radishes are a lot sweeter and don't have a punchy taste like the little red ones. If you can't find daikons and want to use the little red guys, do note that there will be an extra pungent flavor. With the daikon, I'm just chopping them into coins, and any pieces that are very large I'll have just to make sure they are all the same size. Onto the taro. Personally, the taro is my favorite vegetable in this entire dish, so I always add extra. You can find cut and packaged taro from any Asian market. However, if they aren't available in your store, most likely they sell a smaller version of the taro root. It has a rough brown skin with a wider flesh, different from the packaged taro with the purple flecks. There is a tiny taste difference between the taro root and the large pre-packaged stuff. While the taste difference is minute, the texture is still the same when cooked. Vegetable to be prepped are the string beans. You can use green beans or snow peas if you can't find the string beans, but definitely try to find some because trust me, it makes such a huge difference. My Filipino market had the string beans already sectioned off and nicely packaged, but other markets may have them chilling whole sitting on the rack in the produce section. I like a vegetable heavy sinigang, so I'm gonna add tons of string beans, about 3 cups worth. But of course, if you don't want too much, then add less. Lastly, the tomatoes. Give them a rough chop, nothing fancy. Now it's time for the cooking part. Add about 2 tablespoons of oil into your pot and turn the heat up into medium-high. Drop in your onions and saute them for about 2 minutes or until fragrant. Next, add the tomatoes. Mix them all around for about a minute or 2. From here on out, it gets real easy. Add 5 cups of water into the pot. Turn your heat up to high. While we're waiting for the sinigang to come up to a boil, I'll give my baby bok choy a rinse. While rinsing, I'll break them up into individual leaves. I like to give them a rough chop so the big pieces are about the same size as the smaller ones, but some people leave them whole. It's up to you. In traditional recipes, some people will use actual tamarind pods. However, I've never actually done that before, and it's an extra step that I don't really want to do, but by all means, use the real deal if you want. The seasoning packet I prefer is Mamacita's. Whenever you shop for sinigang packets, be wary, as there are many different kinds of brands, and several include fish and shrimp seasonings. Mamacita's does not include seafood flavoring, so it's plant-based friendly. Now start adding the vegetables. Begin with the radish and taro because those will take the longest to cook. When the sinigang has come up to a boil, turn the heat back down to medium and add your string beans. I also like adding 2 of these yellow peppers whole. I don't break them, otherwise the soup will have some spice to it. I just like to bite these peppers as I eat my bowl of sinigang, but of course, you can totally omit the peppers completely. Let the sinigang simmer for about 20 minutes or until the taro and daikon are super soft and fork tender. When they are, the soup is almost ready. Drop in the bok choy, give the soup a good stir, and soak in the yummy smells before placing the lid back onto the pot and bringing the heat down to low. Let the sinigang simmer for about 10 minutes to ensure everything is cooked through. Give the broth a taste. If it's too sour for you, add another cup of water to mellow it out. If it's not sour enough, then add more seasoning. If the broth is to your liking, then it's time to eat. Also, do note that as your soup sits, the veggies will soak up some of the liquid, so if you come back to your pot later with less soup, then add some extra water and a little bit of extra seasoning. So as mentioned before, I prefer my sinigang with white rice, but most definitely can be served as is. That's the recipe, guys. Vegan sinigang that's brimming with hearty, yummy vegetables and a broth that's absolutely delicious. Fun fact, whenever I have soup, I like that ish super piping hot. So when I take the first bite, I'm like, ha, 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 with the steam coming out, you know what I mean. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for all the fun stuff, and hit the notification bell. All of my social media info is going to be in the bottom bar below. And meet me in the comments. Let me know if you've ever tried sinigang before, if you make it a whole completely different way. And if you do, share it with me. Let me know how you make it. I hope you guys all have a beautiful week. Manifest all the wonderful things. Don't forget, stay safe, wear your mask, wash your hands, do all the good stuff. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Truck, I'm recording. He's like, you're recording. Turn back around. At least it wasn't that one guy from last night with the small pee-pee. Did you hear my my hip crack?
Right now?
Yeah.